We now move into chapter 13 of the book with the title, Chapter 9 Bodies Can Merge for Efficiency. Chapter 9 bodies are constitutional entities that have been established to support and or strengthen constitutional democracy. The title is very clear that they can be merged for efficiency. We'll remember our motto here is that we want to achieve state efficiency, good governance, and the realization of human rights. It is important just to outline that these Chapter 9 bodies are responsible to promote and protect people's rights. They are responsible to critically ensure that there is service delivery. I'm therefore going to identify these particular entities. It's the Auditor General, the Public Protector, Commission on Gender Equality, Commission for the Rights of Cultural, Religious and Linguistic Communities, South African Human Rights Commission, the Electoral Commission, as well as the Broadcasting Authority. For purposes of this particular chapter, we exclude the Auditor General, the Electoral Commission, as well as the Broadcasting Authority. The key reason behind that is that one looks into the four remaining ones, which are very critical when it comes to the promotion and protection of people's rights, which is the Public Protector, CGE, which is Commission on Gender Equality, CRL Rights Commission for Culture, Religion and Language, as well as the South African Human Rights Commission. These entities are very critical given what I've already indicated. I must also allude to the fact that there had always been a report of a committee that was led by Professor Karasma on the merger of these particular entities to have one big human rights body, which is the notion that I fully support. There are other aspects that I do not agree with in that particular report, which I will outline in this particular chapter. The challenge that leads to one agreeing to the merger of these particular entities is one, because of the duplication of work, the aspect of usage of state resources to ensure that there is an element of being able to save cost, as well as the general running and governance of these particular entities. The duplication has been seen and observed in many areas. You'll find the CRL Rights Commission and the Commission on Gender Equality working on the same matter and coming up with different reports. In that regard, you ascertain that there has not been adherence to Chapter 4 of the Constitution, which talks about cooperative governance. CRL Rights Commission dealt with a question of virginity testing, ukuhlolwa. Similarly, the CGE dealt with the same, and they arrived at two different conclusions and came up with two different reports. You look at the Public Protector and the South African Human Rights Commission, they tried to cooperate with one another, but at the end of the day, when you look at some of their investigations that correlate, you find, for example, when you look into the investigation into the question of allegations around money that was set aside to improve Alexandra Township. Well and good, they worked together and came to one conclusion. It is evident that only one entity could have run with that, be it the Public Protector or the Human Rights Commission, because at the end of the day, the usage of funds there had to do with the promotion and protection of people's rights as well as service delivery. I think it is important just to quickly indicate that if these particular bodies are really to be merged, we also need to look into their powers. There's an element of hierarchy that we never talk about, we always avoid, around the powers. And it is critical that I make mention to those powers by indicating that the CRL Rights Commission and the Commission on Gender Equality only have recommendation powers, whilst the Human Rights Commission and the Public Protector have got more powers, which are to issue remedial recommendations as well as a recommendation to redress any challenge. That's the Public Protector and Human Rights Commission respectively. It is also important that I make mention to the fact that Section 185(3) of the Constitution provides under the CRL Rights Commission that the CRL Rights Commission may refer matters that fall within its scope to the South African Human Rights Commission. There is for further investigation. There's a reason for that. And that shows hierarchy. And that cannot be done in reverse. Human Rights Commission cannot refer its own matters to the CRL Rights Commission, but CRL Rights Commission can refer its own matters to the South African Human Rights Commission. Section 11, subsection 1, paragraph E of the CGE Act also provides that the Gender Commission may refer gender-related matters to the South African Human Rights Commission and to the Public Protector. And that is not provided for in reverse. That is another element of hierarchy.